Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and yes, in the last 24 hours, a ton of stuff has happened. Data downloads, a lot of information, especially this unit here, the EZA to the LRSTR UI Goku, and we're going to cover his EZA, the info there, team builds for how to go ahead and beat this Extreme Z battle, and maybe talk about other stuff as well, because boy, there is a lot that just happened. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So first and foremost, let's look at this unit as a LR EZA. There is no stat boost here. He does have 20,000 in HP, almost 23,000 in attack, which is really high there, and then 12,556 for the defense. But all that really doesn't matter because it's really the rest of the kit here. As a 130% LR, it boosted up to 150. Realm of Gods is the leader skill here. They did nothing with the secondary leader skill, so it is a super strength, key plus 4, HP and attack defense 100% across the board. So I kind of highlighted all the differences that we ended up getting for this unit here. On the 12 key super attack, we end up getting a raises attack and defense for one turn. Previously, you're able to disable enemy's guard and causes colossal damage to the enemy, and then you have greatly lowers defense that was added as well. The 18 key super attack, you have greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, which is huge, and then disables enemy's guard and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, was already there. But this really nice little add-on here raises allies attack by 50% for one turn. Easily, you want to put this in the first position, make sure he dodges, and your rest of your team is going to be pretty strong with that. Remember, it's an SA attack boost, not technically the passive attack boost. So the passive here's all the changes as well. Attack and defense went from 77% to 177. I mentioned that that's probably what they ended up going to do in this EZA. And over here, this didn't change at all. You have the key plus 4, great chance of evading enemy attack for 7 turns. I thought they would change that, but it seems like they're keeping that. And of course, a high chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack, starting from the 8th turn. Now, here's how they kind of made this a little bit better here, because you do get an additional chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack, plus 7% per representative of Universe 7 category ally attacking in the same turn. So, you know, you're going to get a little extra boost on top of that 70% boost for your first 7 turns, but then you'll get a little extra boost there after the 8th turn in the battle. So, you know, I'm okay with that. But here's the cool thing that they ended up doing with this unit here. They ended up providing plus an additional 70% defense for the rest of the battle after just evading an attack. So once you evade an attack one time, so that first hit, it's going to be nervous because you're not going to have this boost yet. But once you get this boost here, the additional 77% on top of everything else, it's going to be really strong. But then on top of that, if you put this unit in the first position, you're also going to get a attack 77% as well. So you get an additional attack and defense 77% once you evade. And if you put him in the first position, you're going to get that full boost there. On top of that, there is more. The plus additional key plus 1 up to 7, and then attack and defense is increased up to 77%, because you get 11% per boost here, but you get this added piece of chance of performing a critical hit by 11%. All of this here, attack, defense, and critical hit chance, is up to 77%. So once you dodge or evade 7 attacks, you're going to have a really strong unit here with 77% chance of crit hit, and on top of that, an additional attack and defense 77% as well. On top of that, 7 key with the 4 key, it's going to be pretty easy to get the 18 super attack off. So they did a great job, right? This is going to be the first edition of 130% LRs that's really getting a super high boost. You know, of course, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku finally EZA'd as well, but it wasn't technically 130% lead. And then, of course, like the androids recently EZA'd, but they weren't 130. So I would say this is probably one of the best 130s you can actually have when it comes to a yellow coin LR. Now, link skills are great: Kamehameha, Prefer Bravado, Godly Power, Over in a Flash, Terminal Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, and a ton of other categories that you can actually use this unit on. I'm not going to go through them. You can kind of see them here. You got Realm of Gods, you got Earthbred Fighters, you got superheroes. You know, you got a lot of strong teams that you can run this unit on, and really no restriction, right? You do have this Representative Universe 7 to get that additional 14% boost on evasion, but you know, you have a great chance already. You probably won't need it. All right, let's talk about the rest of this here. Link partners. Your best link partner is going to be MUI Goku. Now, MUI Goku is going to get an EZA. We're looking around part 3. They might introduce it earlier. That would be amazing if they just did the EZAs right up front here before we start celebrating the whole Broly movie thing. But we should expect the EZAs for the 6-year anniversary in the part 3 or whatever the EX we might have for this anniversary. On top of that, there's a bunch of other units that you can use right now that has really strong links. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, EZA. Of course, that TUR, you really need to have another Universal Survival Saga on the team or attacking in the same turn as well. And this is going to be really great link set and partner up with that unit there. And again, you can see all the other units that you can actually run. So let's go ahead and transition into the Extreme Z battle. This is a lot more limited than what I just did the video when it came to the LR Baby on Global, because in this case here, you want to run LRs. That's every single LR EZA. You want to run an LR because it's going to create attack damage a lot more so than TUR as well. But you take less damage when it comes to Universal Survivor Saga. So since UI Goku here is STR type, you want to bring a AGL unit, preferably LR, and then Universal Survivor Saga. So this is basically what it looks like initially with the LRs. You really have 2 AGL units that you can bring. Unfortunately, they're super class. They don't really have anything on the extreme class on LRs here. So very limited, as you can see here, versus maybe some other categories you could have used. Now, you do open it up for other units you can run for leaders, for, really other things. If you bring a TUR, remember, it's just not going to do that much damage, all right, if any. So your team might basically look something like this with leaders. So I would say the 3 leaders, if you're going to be running a Universal Survivor Saga leader, is going to be 150% with the Tech Jiren, 170% with the STR TUR Jiren. The Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is going to be 170%, and it's 160% if you're going to run hit for the leader of the Universal Survivor Saga. So generally, if you need to do this because you don't have a particular unit to run the team of LRs, you might have to use a TUR like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Could be an option on here. But this is the team that I'm going to be running. I'm going to be running a Representative Universe 7 team here. I think this is the way to go. This represents Universal Survivor Saga, and you have this additional bonus here. And I think, all these units, work fine together. And I'm looking here, there's going to be 3 units that are going to EZA, possibly 4 with the physical LR, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Evolution Vegeta, right? That's right around the corner as well. So this team could really boost up with those EZAs. But anyway, I think this is the team that you should run to go ahead and complete the EZA. I think that's going to be the simplest. If you guys don't have these units in particular, you are going to have to go back here and use possibly one of these leaders to run a Universal Survivor Saga. I would say first choice, and then STR Jiren, and you have the 150 with the Tech Jiren. See, the night, even though he runs at 150 leader skill, you are basically going to run a full LR team, which is beneficial as well. And then hit probably being the last resort. So Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. Hopefully this helped you out discussing the Extreme Z battle. Tell me what you guys think about this unit in of itself. I think it's a fantastic 130% LR boost, and I think it's going to go well on a lot of teams. So again, thank you all for watching. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.